My mentality is a whirlwind. Where to begin? Start by saying I'm harder than ever. Took life's conditioning, like bones to microfractures, you gon' feel it. When connects to jawline, written words to notes under ledger. It's not mind and science. Take you to the highest climate. Mission, suffocate, planet death, experience, resuscitate.
Yo, this is Willie B, man. Mr. I mean what I say what I mean. We got the juice on the proof, no chaser. Thanks for tuning in to Swim TV. If you haven't done so already, please like the video, share, and subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel. Alright, we're just going to get right into this video. I usually talk about battle rap, but today I'm going to be talking about D.L. Hughley's video talking about unvaccinated people are trying to do vaccinated things. If you aren't updated on what's happening, New York is basically all businesses. You cannot go to the movies, can't go into any restaurants if you have not been fully vaccinated. So this is what he's talking about.
You know what you're seeing right now? People tired of people like you, who decided not to help, not to make things better, to spread misinformation, to lie, and to then further add insult to injury by trying to do vaccinated things by being unvaccinated. If you take the vaccine, your chance of getting the disease, they diminish eightfold. If you have the vaccination and your chances of dying from the disease diminish eightfold. That's just the math of it. And you can go on and pull out your herb book and talk about your cousin who works at the CDC and tell me you read the Harvard Journal. But the bottom line is those are the facts. And here's another fact. People are tired of having to explain things to you. They're tired of not being able to do what they want to do. They're tired of having to hear about people dying in ICUs and systems being overburdened. And they're tired of knowing that it can be prevented. The same misgivings you had, they had, but they did it and you didn't. But you want to live off them. You want to count on their immunity. And what you're waiting for is for you to be right. What you're waiting for is, see, I told you, all those people took all those vaccines, I was right. That's what you're counting on. What we're seeing is you being wrong every day. And people are tired. So when you risk the fact that you didn't take a vaccine and you go to the hospital and they're overburdened and then the doctors is apathetic towards you, okay, because you decided that. You are not the only ones who get to decide things. You're quick to tell us nobody can make you do anything. You can't make me take a shot. Well, we can't make you. You can't make us not go on. It's almost as if every year there are people where there are floods or hurricanes and they're warned over and over again. And they're told, look, if you get out while you can, make sure your family is safe because when it gets bad, we're not going to be able to come for you. That is what's happening now. But too many unvaccinated people want to do too many vaccinated things. You want to live off somebody else's, at somebody else's expense. You want to freeload. This is the point. People are moving on. It is unreasonable. There are people who will not leave their homes right now because they know people like you are out there in great numbers. So maybe those businesses who close, who insist that people be vaccinated, will have a rebound. Maybe there'll be more people to come because they feel safe that business is doing the responsible thing. You have the right to decide how you want to live. And maybe one of the things you want to do is make sure the people that come to your restaurant or to your theater or to your park are safe. You want to do unvaccinated things. You want to be unvaccinated, do vaccinated things. That is your right. We cannot tell you what to do, but you cannot tell us not to move on. And if you own a business and that is the way you want to do it, and you tell employees they got to do it, and people got to do it, look, anybody has a right. It says, you know, a sign says no shirt, no service. It can say no vaccine, no service too. That's a little no for a GED.
This is what he's talking about, and kind of blaming the unvaccinated people for people getting sick. But mind you, if you do your research, you can still catch the virus if you're fully vaccinated. He said that the unvaccinated is trying to take advantage of people who are vaccinated and take advantage of their immunity. They're not immune. Immunity is being immune to a virus that you can't catch at all. So they're not immune because they can still catch it. So he didn't really make it make sense. So you out here spreading fear upon your fans, basically, and the people who may catch a video on social media, you're spreading fear. It's not fair. Just go on there and express your thoughts on it. Like, look, I don't know what's really going on, but I want to make sure I'm at least somewhat safe and I don't catch or get the whole effects of the coronavirus if I do catch it. But educate yourself, people. Go out and educate yourself, and please go get the vaccination. You know, but you're actually spreading, you on your social media platform spreading fear in the hearts of your fans. That's irresponsible. My dad had the virus, beat it. If you don't know, Cassie talked about it. His grandmother had the virus and beat it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to hear people out here spreading fear amongst the people that get something that they're scared of getting. Especially when you hear people who actually getting the virus having things physically going wrong with them. Just seen a recent video where a lady was touching the back of her skull and her neck, and her face would like crunch up and twitch. Then we know about some of the people out here who are being paralyzed and having all different type of effects happen to them after getting the shot. I don't want to be one of those percentages of people who have something physically go wrong with them. Something that go wrong with me by getting this vaccination shot. I'm not taking those chances. I'd rather take the 50-50 chance of catching it naturally and then, like I said, keep taking care of myself and beat the virus. They said if you haven't got vaccinated, you go to the hospital, it's too late. There ain't nothing they can do to help you. There ain't nothing they can do to help you if you have the actual virus. People in his video was making comments saying like they had family members that was fully vaccinated and didn't make it out of the hospital. You got nurses on his page talking about, I approve this message. Listen, the foolery. I call it genocide at its finest. They tried to do it with AIDS, and now they're trying to do it with Corona. They don't care nothing about, the people and what they're doing. You already had Tom Hanks and his wife coming out saying that they had the virus before the vaccination. They beat it. Then Idris Elba came out saying that he had the virus. He beat it. So, and still doing movies and all of that, right? So, what are y'all doing? But just spreading fear, trying to push this agenda. I am full of foolery. I'm just gonna say this to the people out there. If you catch wind of this video, it's not like I have a big channel, but if you catch wind of this video, do your research. Pray about it, do whatever you gotta do. Because I'd rather take the chance of catching it naturally and beat it. My dad beat it. I'm seeing all the people out here beating it. And you have plenty of other celebrities out there taking a stand against this shot too. It's like, forget that. I ain't getting that shot. You got celebrities that are out there who ain't getting it too. So do what you got. Do what you feel like you got to do. Like I said, I understand there's companies out there that require you or requesting you to get the shot or whatever the case may be. But again, you're kind of taking people's rights away by making them do something that they're not really required to do. You're forcing them. You're forcing an agenda and you're using it by scare tactics. And it's not fair. So D.L. Hughley, like I said, freedom of speech, bro, cool. But the way that you did it, I felt like it was irresponsible. You should have been spreading awareness as far as educating your fans that are actually tuned into you and people who may come across your video, just educating them. You spreading fear. And acting all upset because people and trying to blame the unvaccinated. The unvaccinated is just as guilty as the vaccinated because we all can still contract the virus. Bottom line. So your whole video didn't really make sense about you just going on there and ranting and raving. People, if you're still scared and if you don't want to if you don't want to get the vaccination, wear your mask. Protect yourself. You know what I mean? When you out here in the public eye and shopping and stuff like that, if you're really, really worried about catching this virus. I mean, seriously. It's up to us to really educate ourselves, put out well-educated information and documented information for you guys so you be well aware of what's going on and what you need to do and figure out what you want to do. So I'm not going to be on here pressuring you to do something that you don't want to do. Just educate yourself and then come up with a plan and execute. So whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, We can all get it, but it's your choice. Like I said, some people have the luck of beating it. Some people don't. It's like everything else in this world, you know, when it comes to sickness. You know what I mean? So, this is crazy. But this is Willie Bean, man. Mr. I mean what I say what I mean. Thanks for tuning in. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out of here. Peace.
My mentality is a whirlwind. Where to begin? Start by saying I'm harder than ever. Took life's conditioning, like bones to microfractures. You gon' feel it when connects to jawline. Written words to notes under ledger. It's not minor science. Take you to the highest climate. Mission, suffocate, planet death, experience, resuscitate, easy way to